Hello, and welcome to... Yes, thank you, Steam. Hello, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Steam version, in case you hadn't noticed that little pop-up at the bottom right. I will allow you to go back and check. This is going to be blind, just like most of my... I don't think I can say most of my other Let's Plays, considering I think this is my 6th Let's Play. So 4 of them have been blind, including this one, and 3 of them, including this one, I would probably use the words RPG to describe them. Baldur's Gate is based on 2nd edition AD&D, I believe. This game is based on Vampire the Masquerade, which I've never played in real life, but I have played 2nd edition AD&D. And the 3rd one is Mass Effect, so yes, the 3 RPGs I've done I'm doing concurrently. I was kind of wary about doing this for that reason, but, you know, I want to play it. Yeah, the thing with Mass Effect is I'm not totally sure if I'd say, oh yes, it's definitely an RPG, but I think if pushed to describe it, fit it into a genre, RPG would certainly come in there somewhere. Right, Vampire the Masquerade. You are a vampire. Masquerading. The basic premise as far as... Oh, I may as well click new game. And talk over the loading screen. The idea in this game, I think, is vampires are real in our modern day world, but they pretend that they're human. And that's the basic conceit of this game, is you've just become a vampire, which is a brilliant way of doing, like, the tutorial, introduce you to the lore of the world, and gives you an idea of what's going on. Right, okay. New game, character generation. I'm going to see what questions I get. No, I'm going to answer the questions and see what character I get. That makes more sense. Right, a new game starts with creating a new character. Would you like to answer a series of questions or go directly to the character sheet? Well, we're going to press 1 to do that. Would you like your character to be male or female? I think I'll be male. Right, you're in a convenience store or a shop, probably a corner shop, looking through the beer freezer when all of a sudden a man walks in and pulls a gun on the cashier. Do you 1. Sneak up behind him, disarm him and proceed to beat him senseless, or 2. Quietly make your way to the bathroom and lock yourself in? You see, this is not... I'm not going to pick me, I'm going to try and think what my character would do. And I really like this because it's forcing me to roleplay ahead of time and figure out what my character would do. So I'm going to be a social type character. I'm not sure I'm going to be stealthy or more combat focused. I think I would do 2. I think I'd be 2. I'd quietly kind of hide away, my character would, I think. You're outbid at an auction for a macabre piece of art that you just must have. It totally goes with the decor. You know the collector who won it. You've even been to his house, do you? 1. Get a few drinks into him later on and persuade him to sell it to you. 2. Wait until he leaves, find his spare key and make it look like a robbery. Or 3. Write an unflattering critique on the artist, get it published, and just wait for your friend to try to unload it. Well, I think the social aspect would be the persuasion. It's late, you're at the red spot, waiting for your microwave burrito to heat up. There are 3 arcade There are 3 arcade games to waste some time on. Which one do you play? I've never seen a microwave burrito. Like, I'm guessing there's like a shop. The shop has like a microwave in it, and you heat the burrito. And I don't think we have those in Britain. If I have any British people watching this who have seen them, please feel free to correct me on that. Actually, was there one in the student union? There may have been one in the shop in the student union, but I can't remember. Alright, sorry, arcade games. The fighting game, I pull off the triple flash uppercut as a finisher every time. Question mark. 2, that beat 'em up game where you can pick up the bat and whomp on the hordes of generic thugs. Or 3, that sniper game with a realistic gun for a controller. I think my character's going to be more persuasive, more kind of how I'd play a mage rogue type character, where you're standing at the back. You're the face of the party, so this is more like a bard really. You're the face of the party, messing with people kind of not getting your hands too dirty, but able to mess around at range. So we're going to go with the sniper game. As you're walking home late at night, you hear footsteps. Glance back and suddenly realise someone is following you. Do you, 1, turn to confront them, or 2, duck behind a tree to lose them? So we've already said we're slightly more stealthy in avoiding confrontation, so that's number 2, we're going to duck behind the tree. You're at a nightclub, having a damned good time, yes. Damnably good time, when you realise you're out of money. No cash means no fun, do you? 1, seduce somebody and have them pay for your drinks. 2, time it just right so you can snatch a bottle when the bartender isn't looking. Or 3, go home and read a book, not listen to music. Something more intellectually stimulating than wasting life in a lame club. So we're playing the social character, so we're going to go with number 1. The world is a cruel and unforgiving place, but you've gotten by so far. Why? I think that should be how. The question should be how. Makes more sense. 1, it may be cruel for you, but for me it's hilarious. Or 2, when you're as talented and attractive as I am, the world is your plaything. So we're going to go with number 2. That fits the kind of social character we're going for. And I've been embraced by the Toreador clan. They are known as artists, visionaries, and members of high society. Toreadors have a great connection with the mortal world through arts and entertainment. Masters of communication and social skills, that's what we're after. Toreadors fit right in with the mortals who adore them. Ooh, cool. Your vampire's attributes and abilities have now been determined and entered into your character sheet, which you will see next. After your tour of the character sheet, you may make changes to the character or simply play it as is. Right. These are our attributes and abilities, which these feats are derived from. I'll probably actually leave those and ignore them. Yes, I know. Right, I'll go through them step by step. Right, we're not having auto level on because I like messing around with the character myself. We're going to change our name because I've already got one Troika. He's my character in Baldur's Gate. I'm going to call myself Gawain. I really like Arthurian legend, and that's a name that's one of the big. He's one of the big ones without being the big ones. Like Arthur, everyone knows Arthur. Everyone knows Lancelot and Merlin as the big 3, and Guinevere obviously. So 4, but Gawain is up there, kind of just below those, and how important he is. Right, so here we are. So I'll mouse over at some feats. So this feat, which is inspection, is linked to perception and investigation. So I've got a skill of 2 in that because I've got 1 perception, 1 investigation. That's how those work. I'm not having auto level off. Let's switch around. I'm using I've forgotten the unofficial patch because otherwise you can't use the Steam version. Right. So this is what it says about the Toreadors. The Toreador picture themselves as artistes and visionaries, and they value the high society mentality that the Camarilla reinforces. From what I can tell, I played a little bit ahead just to get myself used to the controls, so I'm not fumbling for the first however long, the first however many videos. So the Camarilla is kind of like the organisation that controls the vampires. Okay, so yeah, of all the clans, not clams, the Toreador are the most connected to the mortal world through arts and entertainment. Toreador are beautiful creatures. I probably shouldn't be one then. They are svelte and seductive and move almost effortlessly through the society of the living. The Toreador's empathy is both a gift and a burden. All humanity shifts are doubled. So this is humanity. It's kind of your alignment, as it were. Are you more human or more beastly? And that just sounds terrible. Oh, you're terribly beastly. Are you more in touch with your lost humanity? So we've lost humanity because we've become a vampire, and now we're torn between that and the beast side of the vampire. So ripping at attacking people, desperate for food, for blood, and frenzied, and all that kind of, so generally bad stuff if it goes down. Here is the Masquerade. You can tell by the masks. It is our Masquerade level. Now, every time we do something that is vampiric, fairly publicly, I think there's like a mask symbol. So if you do something that's obviously, oh, he must be a vampire, you lose one of these, one of the masks. And as these go on, people start investigating more because there's this strange serial killer who acts like a vampire. And also the Camarilla, I think, starts targeting you because you are threatening the Masquerade. The hiddenness of vampires. So they don't want you doing that because then a lot of questions are going to get asked that are very awkward. So they'll start targeting you as well. And if you lose all 5, the game is over and we'd lose. So we don't want that happening. Right, back to the sheet.